Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started.
Lord.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds
they want to block.
at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a
granted a snuff.
second and 8.
Now how you like them apples?
Flips it out to the back. And they
That fuck nigga didn't even try to block the damn man.
Defense is swarming.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you
Where
go
my
attack
play
deep
at?
later on.
Yeah, go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Snap it
I'm
to the
gonna say,
back.
damn, hike the ball.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Brown will throw it. He's got him in the flat. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football.
No, they let him pick that off.
Stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie.
That's crazy, though.
This quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative play.
Bring your ass here, boy.
Coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
No return possible on this when it goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
By call timeout.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Brown wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot.
Oh, shit, I ain't see his ass right there.
Drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10.
Good shit.
They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's an Nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page.
Damn, I played.
This offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Look at shade.
Caught behind the line. It's Kane.
Oh, the block, dude.
36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together.
Snags it, and he's open. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first
You
down.
hurt my dog.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Big 3rd
How these
down
fuck
in the
niggas
red
ain't
zone,
blocking,
and
bro?
This crowd is getting behind this defense. Brown will throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Damn, no boy, I got all the awareness.
Offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal.
I see you, bro.
Tigers. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense.
I see you, bro.
Offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And they get him down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it.
Oh, that's some bullshit, bro.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half.
Met the man in the hole, and they make you just dive the other way.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Kane. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now here, second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Brown will throw it.
I pressed the wrong fucking button.
Intercepted a
Hey,
first
square,
half
wide the
turnover
fuck
to
over.
swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They've got the screen set up. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 20 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's Northern Illinois coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And did they ever need to stop the leak before it became a flood? It's their first victory in 7 games. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air on 4th down.
That block, man.
Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Line gets set, 1st down. The give, it's Cobb. Could be an alley.
Get out of there, Cobb.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Got his man on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion.
I swear they be giving me the ugliest running animation.
This is a big spot.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Grab on the right side, that's Wesco. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Running inside, it's Cobb. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up,
Yeah,
getting
that
them on
route
the
very
ground.
smooth.
Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is
Damn, I forgot to block the running
sacked at
back.
the 7.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoop, he took it.
Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
Come on, bro. Oh, this shit here, bro.
Execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Keeping it on the ground inside.
Let's go with that bullshit.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will give them the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Brown will throw it. The screen, he's got wheels.
Oh, bro.
Pick up on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. At the 40, there he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The run inside. It's Cobb. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll send the back in motion. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with the run.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd.
We got them blocks.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6.
Come on, defense. We need to stop, man.
The Tigers are back on top. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Running inside, it's Haynes. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but
Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
Man, that was a nice play.
And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Quarterback keeper.
Fuck, nigga.
He just needed a yard
Fuck,
on third
nigga.
down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a tight end. The metrics tell you so often. Go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Some people in this situation would say take a knee. Some people say let the clock run out. I'll go win it in overtime. I say go for it. I like it. I think the coach says the same thing. Passing the ball a little bit down the field here. Be aggressive. Go try to get the win.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not...
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first.
Bro, this guy's so full of shit, bro.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker